basic element of nature. It covers about 70% of the Earth's surface. It provides life, eases out heat, drains harmful substances, and mediates many day-to-day work. Water needs to be replenished, purified, and circulated again and again so that it can perform its functions. Nature does its job through the process called the water cycle, also known as hydrologic cycle. The water cycle is the phenomenon where water moves through the three phases, which is known as gas, liquid, and surface, over the four sphere known as atmosphere, lithosphere, hydrogen, hydrosphere, and biosphere, and completes a full cycle. The water cycle has many effects. It regulates the temperature of the surroundings, it changes weather, and creates rain. It helps in the conversion of rocks to soil, it circulates important minerals through the spheres. It also creates the many geophysical features present on Earth like the ice caps of mountains, icebergs, the river, and the valleys, lakes, and etc. It is quite important to understand and learn the process of the water cycle. The evaporation. Evaporation is a process by which water changes from a liquid to a gas or vapor. Evaporation is the primary pathway the water moves from the liquid sorbed back into water cycle as atmospheric water vapor. Evaporation is an important process in a global water cycle. Solar radiation hits the surface of water or land and causes water to change state from a liquid to a gas. This is how water vapor enters the atmosphere. Moisture in the atmosphere is linked to cloud formation and rainfall. It turns out that all liquids can evaporate at room temperature and normal air pressure. Evaporation happens when atoms or molecules escape from the liquid and turn into a water vapor. Not all of the molecules in all liquid have the same energy. It's known as condensation. Condensation is a process by which water vapor in the air is changed into liquid water. It's crucial to the water cycle because it is responsible also for the formation of clouds. Condensation is also known as the opposite of evaporation. Water droplets run down in the lid and falls back into the pot. That is simply what happens during condensation. Condensation is the process by which water vapor in atmosphere turns into water. The water particles bump into the aerosols and stick together. Condensation is the atmosphere usually occurs at a parcel of rising air expands and cools to the point. Some of the water vapor molecules clump together faster than they are torn apart from their thermal energy. A very important part of this process is the release of the latent heat of condensation. Condensation is primarily occur when water vapor in the air is cooled, changing from a gas to liquid. This process takes place at a various temperature between 32 and 212 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 and 100 degrees Celsius. Condensation is crucial to the water cycle because it is responsible for the formation of clouds. Condensation is very important to our weather and climate because it is one of the primary source in water cycle. It is known as precipitation. Precipitation really is water when water released from clouds in the form of rain, freezing rain, sleet, snow, or hail. It is primarily connection in the water cycle. It provides for the delivery of atmospheric water to the earth. Most precipitation falls as rain. The water cycle describes how water evaporates from the surface of the earth, rises into the atmosphere, cools and condenses into rain or snow or in clouds and fall again in the surface known as precipitation. The cycling of water in and out of the atmosphere is a significant aspect of weather patterns on Earth.
Go!
Precipitation is a major component of the water cycle. It is responsible for depositing the fresh water on the planet. Approximately 505,000 cubic kilometers of water falls as precipitation each year. 398,000 cubic kilometers or 95,000 cubic miles of water is over the ocean and 107,000 cubic kilometers over the land. Given the Earth's surface area, That means that globally average annual precipitation is 900 millimeters or 39 inch. But over land, it is only 715 millimeters. Climate classification systems such as the Köppen Climate Classification System as average annual rainfall to help differentiate between different climate regimes. Precipitation may occur on other celestial objects, such as when it gets cold on Mars as a precipitation, which most likely take from the form of frost rather than the rain or snow. Is the collection. Collection refers to the process by which water gathers back into bodies of water such as rivers, lakes, and oceans. This begins with precipitation when water falls from the clouds in the form of rain, snow, sleet, or hail. A lot of time, precipitation falls directly into a body of water, but at other times, it soaks into the ground where plants, peoples, and animals end up drinking it as groundwater. Most of the water will end up leaching back into bodies of water through the soil. This is when water that falls from the clouds as rain or snow, hail or sleet collects into the ocean, river or lake or streams. Most will infiltrate or soak into the ground and will collect as underground water. The water cycle is powered by the sun's energy and by Earth's gravity. We know that gravity is based on the Newton's law of gravitation and general relativity by Albert Einstein. According to Newton, that gravity is a force, while according to Albert Einstein, that gravity is a result of the curvature of particle space-time. The general relativity or general relativity for short is a major building block of modern physics. It explains gravity based on the way space can curve, or to put it more accurately, it associates the force of gravity with the changing geometry of space-time. We can